I believe there's a friendship epidemic in our country, and if you look at the stats, people usually only have 1 to 2 people that they can actually communicate with. If you study communication, there's acknowledgement, which could be a head nod or a handshake. There's information exchange. Is it raining outside? There's opinions. Do you like the rain? And then there's vulnerability. How does the rain make you feel? And a lot of people have people that they acknowledge and maybe share information for. I saw this on the internet. I saw this on the news today. Some people have some information, people that they can share. Oh, what's going on there? Well, this is what's going on. But really, we want people who can know without a doubt that they are known by others, and they know others. And the thing is this is what the creator of the world wants for every single person, right? So when we have reduced this incredible opportunity for friendship with the one who created us to just knowing some information about him, then that I think it starts there for me. I want people to experience the fullness of friendship with Jesus. I want people to understand that other kings separate themselves from their subjects, but this king requires us. I mean, it is a requirement according in John 17 again. It is eternal life is this, to know the one and only true God and his son Jesus whom he sent. And that word know is to know intimately. And so Jesus is inviting us to know him, to experience him, to walk with him, to love him. And then it makes so much sense to walk with others and say, hey, how are you hearing? How are you growing? How are you learning? But if there is a friendship epidemic and people are lonely, why don't we build friendships with other people that understand our industry, understand our ministry, understand our gifting and our wiring, rather than isolate ourselves from them and everybody's kind of indirectly competing, hoping that they're getting it right better than the business leader ministry down the road. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So I believe in the power of friendship because I see Jesus offering friendship.
I totally agree that we're to have a friendship issue in our country amongst everybody. But does that get worse for leaders?
I met with a filmmaker once, and he was doing a documentary on loneliness, and he met with me because he'd heard of some work that I'd been doing, and he was talking about how pastors were addressing loneliness. And I said, oh, that's fantastic that you're starting with pastors, because pastors are the loneliest people in the world. And I don't know that to be true. I have no statistical data for that, but there is data that suggests that is true. There is data that suggests that people who are constantly in front of other people have learned to hide parts of themselves so that they're not known completely and that they're not able to be who they are in every space. And so if we can start with the people that we know have some performance issues, which are often business leaders, politicians, ministry people, teachers, people in any type of influence, and help them learn what it means to live, to let your yes be yes, your no be no, to have your private life that only God sees and your personal life with those closest to you line up with your public life. Like, let's just do that. Let's get some people who can walk in consistent character. And that doesn't mean we share all of our stuff with every single person, but it does mean we need to have 4 or 5 people that know us really well, that we can share our fears with, our doubts with, and our struggles with, and go to the Lord together. And I believe those types of friendships are essential, and I believe that they're healing.